Hello everyone. Long time no see. This is Straight Up Green from Blood and Fire Golf Club in WGT Golf. So today I've done some soul searching and thinking about what I might come back and do. I haven't been on in a while. It's been actually quite a while. I was doing the Blood and Fire side chat, and I was, prior to that, the tip of the month. And then I took a long hiatus. I mean, things happen in life. You just don't know what you're going to do next. And I thought, well, tip of the month, I started running out of things to say. And the Blood and Fire side chat just didn't work for me. It was like too long. Didn't like it. So I thought, what could I do that's short? And what could I do that people, I could keep their interest for a short amount of time and still, teach them something new or at least go over something that they've experienced that they can relate to. And I thought, well, maybe I can just play 3 holes of golf, practice golf, on a random golf course. And we could walk through some of the things I encounter as I go through it. And then we can just talk about, how I would approach a green or how I might get out of a hazard or something like that. And then I would just put that in my description each month of the 3 hole round. And I was thinking about just calling this a 3-banger, just a little 3-banger review. So I'll just go ahead and start it today, and we'll see how it works out. So I'm going to just go to the single player, and I'm going to pick a practice round of some hole, and we'll do Olympic Club today. Just random 3. Of course, we want champion greens. We want 13-speed greens. We'll leave it on moderate. So these are like typical settings that you'll run into out there as a tour legend or a champion. So we'll just use those settings from now on. And I'll tee off. And I won't know what 3 holes I get, but we'll see how it goes. So here we are. This is looks like a par 4 on the back 9. So we'll try this. And this is interesting because you can actually outdrive this hole into the rough. And one thing about the Olympic Club is that all the rough is really rough. It's like 40-50. So if we get in it, we'll just talk about how we get out of it. But the thing about this drive is you don't want to give it a full drive. As you can see, you can get in trouble and hit the trees here. You can outdrive the fairway. So the thing to do is kind of lay up your drive and just kind of land in this little corner here, and we'll just try to do that. I left my abilities on, so we're gonna have to really dial that down. Okay, so not too bad. I probably got closer to the trees I wanted to, but you can get too close to these trees and still be in the fairway and obstruct your view to the green. So you don't want to do that, but I look like I'm in pretty good shape. So let's look at what I want to do here. So I've got a little bit of elevation, and so probably about an extra 2 yards for that. And then I've got some wind in my face, and it's coming, from right to left, probably about 5 yards or so. And I probably got about maybe about 6 yards I got to add for that. So 6 plus 2 is 8, so about 145. And I don't know, maybe about 37 and probably about 7 yards. Let me see here. I'm thinking, I don't know, about that. And let's see, 145 did I say? We'll just do the math. I hate doing math. I'd probably wing this. 145, 5 by 150, about 96, 97% of a 150 club. So let's see how that turns out. So the thing about Olympic Club are the greens are horrendous. Even no matter how close you get to the hole, you could still be in trouble. In this case, I'm not too far from the hole. Got a little bit of left to right break. Not too much. In WGT golf nowadays, just gonna have to say the greens are really touchy nowadays. The longer I play this game, the more they make it difficult to putt. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. You don't want to get bored with the game yet. Sometimes these greens are atrocious. So I'm just gonna get that a little bit. Okay, so we are on another par 5 here. We're on a par 5 on the back 9, it looks like. This is that, so on the back 9 of the Olympic Club, there's like 2 par 5s back to back. This is the second of the 2. One would think this would be easier than the first one because there's a big dog leg and a bunch of trees on the first one. But I find this one a little bit more difficult just because of the green. They'll usually put it at top left, and that hole position is horrible. So I find this this particular hole to be rough. I'm hitting with abilities. Yeah, that messed me up. Next time I'll try to remember to take those off. So
that's in the garden spot.
But regardless, par 5, this is still going to be a long one. And you know, I might be able to hit my 3-iron instead of my 5 wood or my 3 wood, but it's still tough. It's still a tough approach shot. So I got 10, 11, 12, probably about 12 yards. I got to add to this, so that's 225. Plus about another 6. Probably about another 5 or 6 yards. So what did I say? About 231. So 231 on a 5 or a 3 wood. It's about 92, 93%. I'll go 93% on that. And I'll probably fade. This is trouble here. This right here, this green slopes down. That trap comes into play. So you want to maybe give it a little extra room to the right. And I think I will, and I'll give that about 90. Whoop, make that a, ooh. Oh man, I got my abilities on. That's annoying. Okay, sometimes abilities are not good, and this is one of those cases. I don't normally play with abilities, and so sometimes they mess me up. Okay, so I hit too long and I went into the rough. Fortunately, I got some light rough, 25, 30, that's not bad. That means I can come down this hill and still get some spin on my ball, which is good. If that was 40, 50 rough, I wouldn't have spin on my ball. I would probably still do the same kind of shot, but I would take a lot less off of it because without the spin, I wouldn't be able to check up. You can see that green just kind of going. In this case, it's going right to left. So I'll give that a little bit of roll. I'm going to punch it because I'm a puncher, and if you watch my video on punch shots, which you should, because it's a good video, you'll understand why I punch. Alright, so there we go. And I'm going to probably hit this a little lighter than normal, so I'm going to probably hit it right about there. Make sure I'm on the 50. There we go. About there. Oh, just missed it. And that didn't check up at all. Interesting. Normally, you put full backspin. You know what? Let's redo that. So we can do this again. Normally, if I put full backspin on the ball, and it is a 25 to 30 lie. If I put full backspin on my ball, it'll check up. This green did not seem to check up, which is weird. So we're going to do it again just to make sure. And I did say take a little off because it's going downhill. So let's do that. So this is 5, this is 10. So this is probably about there. Oh, you gotta punch it. That's actually not a bad shot. Let's try that again. Sorry guys. I do this in real life too, all the time. Man, when you don't set your shot correctly, and you get these weird ass results. All right, let's do this again. It's a punch shot, not a pitch. Here we go. I said probably about there. And that is really rolling past. So yeah, that is behaving to me like it would be, 40, 50 rough. Normally it would not go that far. So it's just the green. Trust me, if you do this on another green, especially if you don't have that steep hill, it will not. It will check up. This is just an artifact of it being Olympic Club and their greens. So I probably should know that as much as I play, but we'll just check this one up ourselves, not give it so much. And as you can see, you can do that yourself. Get it within a yard of the hole and you can birdie it and get out of there. Typically. As you can see, these are pretty nasty greens. Alright. Let's see. This is the final hole of Olympic Club. It's very tricky, even if you don't have your abilities on, because you can get caught up in this trap or this rough over here. It's an elevated green to approach into. I have my abilities on. Heck, I might even go for the green, but I'm not going to do that because that's not what we would normally do. So I'm going to lay it up, give myself enough room, and lay it up right in there somewhere, so that I have a clean, approach shot. That's what I'm really after. Okay, I hit the rough. That's okay. 30, 40 rough. And let's go ahead and do this. 30, 40 rough. All right, so let's this is good because it gives us a tough shot, and we can talk through what we would do on this tough shot. All right, so we have elevation. We have probably about 7 in a normal, 100+ yard shot. I would give that 7 more yards because of that elevation. 21 divided by 3 is 7. I will take that in half because everything below 60, I just reduce that by half. So maybe about 3 yards. I'll add 3 yards. I have some wind, and normally that would be about 5 or 6 yards I would add. But I'll take that in half and I'll just add 2. So I said 3 and 2 is about 5 yards. And this 30-40, when I'm within below 60 yards, I just ignore that 30-40, and I just, I don't put any spin or anything, and I just ignore that's 30-40. I play it like a normal fairway shot. It is moving a little bit right to left, and the closer you are in, the less that wind impacts it, so you won't give it very much left to right. And I don't. I give it about a little over half a grid. All right, we'll see how that pans out. So what did I say? Add about 5 yards. So 52 and 5 is about 57. We'll do that. It's 57. So that's 60 is full. 50 is right there. About 57 is right there. All right, so I got on the green and I'm below the hole. I would be happy with this shot if I was playing for real. I might have hit that 58, maybe another yard more, and I probably got up a little closer, but that's okay. So 13 speed greens. Let's see, do the math on that. Got a little bit of elevation, right? So probably add 2 to that. Let's see what I come up with. 13 speed greens. So I'd probably hit my little thingy, my little helper here says hit around 50. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to hit probably about 94 on my 10 meter, my 10 footer. Put it right in. Okay, so there you go. That is the straight up green monthly 3-banger. That's what I'm going to do, and I'm just going to pick different courses, 3 holes, do a practice, walk through them, and start publishing these out every month. Let me know if you like it. It should bring us into some pretty unique situations. And like I said, I'll put some of those situations I get into in the description. That way you can read this description on the 3-banger before you decide if you want to watch it or not. Maybe I'll be talking about things you don't care about, and you can just pass over it. All right, so hope you liked it. This is Straight Up Green. Have a great day. It's a great day to have one. This is a blood and fire presentation. Thank you very much. All right.